And go.
Hello, this is Lisa. I'm co-host with Dogfin Studios, and we are today with Lupe and of course John. He is also here with us.
Yes, I'm over here.
Oh, hello. Lupe is our guest. Lupe, your last name, I always get it wrong. Let me try it. Salvador. I don't know which. What is it?
It's Lupe Saldivar or Saldivar.
I was almost right. I'm so sorry.
You were close. I tend to remind people it's like the lady that plays Selena,
Oh,
but I'm not related. No, not related. Not related.
okay. Thank God you're not related. Must be a very common last name. Okay. So how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. It's a great con. Oh, people are nice. The celebrities are great. So hey, good
So-
time.
Well, awesome. You are volunteering here.
Yes, I am.
So why did you volunteer? What is it about here that, and what's happening that
What
you want to be part of it?
I enjoyed I have a special skill set, and that was honed, and I was trained by very good people. I take care of the green room, so I take care of the celebrities.
Oh, that's awesome.
I make sure they have a safe space. They have make sure they get fed. They have their coffee, tea, sodas, water, whatever they need. I make sure that they get it.
Is that a really busy job?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It just
Okay.
depends. During lunchtime, yes, it does get quite busy.
Okay. And how is it working with the celebrities?
Fantastic. I have met some of the most wonderful people. Have gotten into some really great conversations.
Is there anything memorable that you're willing to spill?
Well, I did with Mr. Tom Berringer at another convention.
Yeah.
We got into a really wonderful conversation on history. He was in a movie about the San Patricios, the San Patricio Battalion during the Mexican American War. And he was in that. He was really great, and he was telling me all sorts of historical facts. And I'm a history buff, so I really enjoyed that conversation with him.
Oh, that's really cool.
But yes, I got into some other conversations that were really fun and great, and really educational.
That's awesome. It's really good to hear. So, Terrorfest,
Yes.
I was talking to you earlier,
Yes.
wasn't I? And you were explaining to us a little bit about how you enjoy certain types of horror films,
Yes.
like certain genres. And I've never heard of this. So, expound, please.
Well, I am not the person that I don't like gore, gratuitous violence, just really bloody horror stuff.
So no Quentin Tarantino stuff.
Okay. But what my favorite genre of horror is from classic black and white Mexican horror movie with the luchadores, with the Mexican wrestlers.
I didn't even know that existed.
It's in Mexican culture, the luchadores are somewhat of the superheroes. And back in the golden age when it was black and white, and it did transition into color in the 60s, 70s, but it was all the horror that would take old legends like La Llorona or the mummies. In Guanajuato, there is a place where you can actually see mummies. People were taken out of the ground with the family's permission and put on display. They had been mummified because of the minerals in the ground.
Oh my gosh.
They were running out of places to bury people. And so that particular area is full of mines and tunnels and things. And they would mine and be like, oh my gosh, they ran into a cemetery. So what they ended up doing was just making vaults and filling up. But when they were digging them up, they found some of the remains had been mummified. So they took that and they made that kind of legends and spookiness and black and white, that the mummies were escaping and they were running around killing people. It just took those old legends. They took old legends of vampires, the same thing. And took those, and the people that were killing off these monsters were the luchadores, the Mexican wrestlers. We had El Santo, Mil Máscaras, Blue Demon, Dos Caras. You had all of these great Mexican wrestlers. You have
And they
to,
were on film. That's
and they were in
amazing.
film, and you have to look at it this way. Some of these luchadores, like, they kind of carry the way like the Phantom did, the ghost, he never dies, the ghost, because what happens was as the Phantom would get older, then the sun would take over, and you'd never see a difference because they had pretty much the same body
Yeah.
structure. Well, the same thing with luchadores. You never knew and that one had changed over because one of the sons had taken over and replaced the dad.
What?
So, because my dad, remember, my
Oh
dad,
my god.
yes, my dad remembers when he was a boy. Now, my dad was born in the 20s, and he remembers seeing El Santo when he was a child. And then I saw El Santo as a child myself. So you have all this generational thing. You never realized that they had done the switch. So with that legend going, of course, they became the superheroes of the time, and you see them battling uh, invasion of women from outer space finding men. They were taking men, so they would come in and kill off these women invaders,
Oh
these
my
aliens,
gosh.
or they would be killing off La
That's
Llorona.
Mhm.
You've heard of the legend of La Llorona? Again, they go and somebody's they're killing kids or killing. They come in and kill off La Llorona, but the suspense and the horror of that, especially in the old black and white films,
Oh yes.
the eeriness, the craziness, because you also have to remember that Mexico has a lot of colonial areas, places that are hundreds of years old,
Really?
and they would use these places as backdrops. You have natural backdrops.
That is amazing. I didn't know about
So
any of
this is a genre of horror that I like. It's not gratuitous. It's not, but it's suspenseful and the eeriness. And then you're also captivated by in every film. You always have a wrestling match.
Really?
You always have a wrestling match.
Always.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, come on.
And so,
Wrestlers.
but see, you could tell that they just happened to set up a camera and shot the wrestling match,
Mm.
and then they'd cut, and then you'd have two of the people there, the actors sitting in the front row. So you'd see the wrestling match, and then all of a sudden you'd cut across where these guys are sitting. Oh yeah, you and so and then they'd pan to the whole audience, and they just happen to. Oh, you're wrestling? Oh, okay, we're going to get some stock footage.
Yeah.
And so it's great, but you see these wrestlers, and if you ever got a chance, because some of these wrestlers actually did come to Houston.
Really?
Yes, some of these wrestlers
Okay.
actually did come to Houston.
Okay.
And nowadays now they're saying yes, the son of. So now they acknowledge they didn't keep that tradition of the son just takes over. Now they're saying the son of so and so.
So they're acknowledging both.
But yeah,
That's
they're
good.
acknowledging that they have actually passed the torch, that a particular wrestler has retired, and
That's pretty
No.
cool. Do you remember any of the titles of any of these movies by any chance?
I think Mi Máscaras contra La Llorona. It's Blue Demon contra. I mean, they would name the wrestlers contra and then just whoever. But if you Google just Mexican wrestlers, or if you Google Mil Máscaras or El Santo or Blue Demon, and then just tap on the films, and then you'll get a whole list of films that are just like, oh my god, oh my god. And if you can find them, I don't know if they're on YouTube, I really don't, but if you can find them, and if you don't understand Spanish, you can always click the translator part. But
I
a lot
was
of
wondering,
times,
yeah.
you really don't need the translation. You just look at it and you can tell what's going on just by the action and everything.
That's brilliant. I love it.
did run into them being dubbed in English on a particular cable channel. I think it was, what was it? Comet, but I don't think that particular station exists anymore.
Oh.
But because they would have some really excellent old horror movies of the luchadores I found on there, and even some of the old ancient kung fu movies that I used to see when I was growing up. But yes, but that's the kind of thing. So if you look it up, you get a chance, look them up, because it's classic. They're great, and that's to me what really is suspenseful. horror with slight cheekiness because, of course, you have the luchadores and the wrestling matches. Oh,
And what's great horror without a little camp? I mean, come on.
very much, very much. And like you said, it's one of those things that you can watch in the middle of the night. You can, if you want to cuddle up with the kids, because it's at this point in time, these are considered family friendly.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, it's not often you can find that anymore.
No, it is. It is. Usually, it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going to let my child see this, and then you get to a certain point, I'm turning it off. So, because it's not what I like. But these kind of horror movies are great, campy fun. It's a nice little. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for sharing that because this is new to me. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people who have never heard of this. So I'm really glad you opened this up as something, an option.
Yes.
You know,
Please.
part of history and culture,
Yes.
you know, it's just enriching.
Yes. Please. Find these movies, enjoy them, have fun with them.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you so much for your hard work and for volunteering here and for helping make all these people comfortable.
I enjoy it. I love it. And when I finally retire from my real job, this is hopefully what I'll do for full time.
Well, thank you again. And thank you for coming by and saying hi to us.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you.